Hello dear friends. In our previous videos, we have discussed about the external features and various systems of Scholar. In this video, we're going to discuss about the silent features of class Amphibia. As we know that the phylum Chordata having five classes. The first class is Pisces, which includes all the fishes, and they are aquatic. Class Amphibia, which includes frog, toad, salamander, caecilians. Class Reptilia, which includes crocodile, lizards, snakes, turtle, tortoise. Class Apes, which includes all the birds, and class Mammalia. In the history of evolution, the first animal which should transition from aquatic mode of life to terrestrial mode of life are amphibians. But these amphibians, they do not become fully terrestrial. They have to go to back to water for the purpose of reproduction. So this amphibian shows dual life or double life. That is the meaning of term amphibia. This class Amphibia is represented by near about 8,000 species all over the world. And in India, they are represented by near about 472 species. The examples are frog, toad, salamander, and ichthyophis. If we discuss about the silent features of this class Amphibia, and we start from its habitat, these amphibians are aquatic or semi-aquatic, air and water breathing, carnivorous means they feed on other animal, cold-blooded means they do not able to maintain their body temperature. Their body temperature changes with the external environmental temperature. Oviparous means they lay eggs. Tetrapod vertebrates means they having two pair of limbs, one pair of forelimbs and one pair of hind limbs. If we talk about its body, they having a distinct head, elongated trunk, and neck and tail may be present or absent. For example, in the case of this frog and toad, the tail is absent. If we talk about its limbs, the limbs are usually two pairs, that is tetrapod. Some limbless are also. For example, in the case of this ichthyophis, they do not have limbs, and the number of toes are 4 to 5. This pentadactyl or less. Paired fins are absent. In some form, median fins are present, but they devoid of fin rays. If we talk about the skin of this class Amphibia, the skin is soft, moist, glandular, and they contain pigment cells called chromatophores. So the skin of this amphibians, they are soft in nature and they are moist due to the presence of the glands, uh, mucus glands, because the amphibian shows cutaneous respiration, means they respire by the help of the skin. Then these chromatophores, they are the pigment cells, are present in the case of amphibians, and due to that, these amphibians having different colors, brilliant colors. As we have seen in the case of various frogs, they have brilliant colors. And the exoskeleton is absent because they are respiring by the help of the skin. They do not have any exoskeleton. The digits are clawless, but some concealed dermal scales are present. Endoskeleton is mostly bony. Notochord do not exist because the notochord converted into vertebral column, and skull with two occipital condyle and which articulates with the first cervical vertebra. Regarding about its digestive system, they having mouth which is guarded by upper jaw and lower jaw. That is a characteristic feature of gnathostomes. And this jaws having homodont type of teeth, means all teeth are same. The tongue is producible. Producible tongue means that tongue can come outside the mouth to catch the prey. The alimentary canal here we can see this the alimentary canal of this frog. The alimentary canal is terminated into this cloaca, which is a common opening of digestive system, excretory system, and reproductive system. If we discuss about its respiratory system, They show respiration by lungs, by skin, and by the lining of the mouth. So they shows pulmonary respiration also by the help of lungs. They show buccopharyngeal respiration also, and they also respire by the help of the skin, which is called as cutaneous respiration. Larva having external gills, and in some adult form also, the gills may be persist. For example, in the case of mud puppy. Regarding its circulatory system, the heart is three-chambered. There are two auricle and one ventricle. So three-chamber heart is present. One auricle, right and left auricle, and single ventricle. And thus the accessory chamber sinus venosus is present. The number of the aortic arches are 1 to 3 pairs. They have renal and hepatic portal systems are present. Renal and hepatic portal systems are present. Now, what is this renal and hepatic portal system? Renal portal system, where the blood from the posterior side of the body is collected and go to the kidney, and from kidney goes to the heart. In the hepatic portal system, the blood collected from the alimentary canal goes to the liver, and from liver goes to the heart. So that renal and hepatic portal system are well developed. Erythrocytes, which are the red blood corpuscles, they are large, oval in shape, and they are nucleated when they have the nucleus. Body temperature is variable. They can't able to maintain their body temperature. That term is poikilothermos. To explain them, if we talk about this excretory system, kidney is mesonephric, urinary bladder. Here we can see this is the excretory system, and the urinary bladder is large, and they open to by the help of the ureter. They open to the cloaca. So, and they are ureotelic, means they excrete out urea. If we discuss about its nervous system, the brain is poorly developed, but more developed than the fishes. Here we can see this is a brain of a frog. They having olfactory bulb, olfactory lobe, cerebrum, epiphysis in the forebrain, optic lobe, which is a part of the midbrain, and the cerebellum and medulla oblongata, which is a part of the hindbrain. So the brain is more developed than the fishes and less developed than the reptiles. And the number of cranial nerves are 10 pair, means that is same as like the fishes. If we talk about their sensory organs, the nostrils is connected to the buccal cavity. In the case of fishes, the nostrils do not connect to the buccal cavity. But here in the case of amphibians, the nostrils is connected to the buccal cavity. The middle air having only single ossicle, which is rod-like, and the larval forms have lateral line system. Here we can see this is the larva called tadpole larva of the frog, and this is a one line which is called as a lateral line because this is present in the lateral side of the body and in a form of a line. This lateral line system are rheoreceptor, or they perceives the changes in the water current. If we discuss about its reproductive system, the sexes are separate, means there is different male and female individual. Male do not have any copulatory organs. The gonoduct, which is the duct of the reproductive system, open into the cloaca. Fertilization mostly external. External fertilization means the fertilization takes place in the water, where both the male and female releases their gametes in the water and their union occurs. Female mostly oviparous, means they give directly, they lay eggs, though they are oviparous, mostly all are oviparous. And development indirect, means there is a formation of a larva. For example, well-known example is the tadpole larva of the frog. Here we can see this is the life cycle of a frog. This is adult frog which lay eggs in the water, and this egg form the embryo, and from this embryo there is a formation of a larva. Now here this is the tadpole larva, which is aquatic, herbivorous, and it having a tail and external gills for respiration. This larva changes and metamorphoses into adult frog, which do not have any external gills. It is insectivorous and they devoid of tail. So complete metamorphosis is there, and the cleavage process, which is the rapid mitotic division, is unequal because there is a formation of two different type of cells, micronucleus and macronucleus. No extraembryonic membrane is present, and the larva is called as tadpole larva, which metamorphoses into adult by complete metamorphosis process. So if we summarize this whole silent features of class Amphibia. Then these amphibians are aquatic and semi-aquatic. They are carnivorous, cold-blooded, egg-laying, and tetrapod vertebrates. The body is divided into head, trunk, in some form neck or tail may be present or absent. Limbs usually two pairs. Skin is soft. Glands are present, mucous glands, and chromatophores pigment cells are present. And this day shows cutaneous respiration. Exoskeleton is absent. Digits are clawless. In some form, considerable scales are present. Endoskeleton mostly bony. Notochord do not exist because notochord get converted into the vertebral column. And skull with two occipital condyles. Mouth large. They have homodont teeth, means all teeth are same. Tongue is producible, means can come outside from the mouth to get the food. Alimentary canal terminates into cloaca, which is a common opening. Respiration by lungs, pulmonary respiration by the skin as well as by the mouth. Larvae have external gills, and in some form, for example, in the case of mud puppy, the adult also have external gills. Heart is three-chambered, two auricle in one ventricle. Accessory chamber sinus venosus is present, and they having a well-developed renal and hepatic portal systems. Erythrocytes is oval and nucleated, and they are coagulothermous, contribute to maintain their body temperature. Kidney mesonephric, and urinary bladder is large, and they are ureotelic. When they excrete out, the nitrogen-based product is the urea. Brain is poorly developed. They have 10 pair of cranial nerves. Nostrils connected to the buccal cavity. They having a single ossicle in the air, and lateral line system is well developed in the case of larva. Sexes separate. External fertilization is there, and they are oviparous, mostly external fertilization. Development is indirect, when there is a formation of larva. In some form, direct development is also there, and cleavage is holoplastic. Extrameric membrane do not exist. Larva is tadpole, which shows complete metamorphosis. So this is all about the silent features of the class Amphibia. In classification of class Amphibia, there are three orders. Order Apoda, which includes all the limbless amphibians, for example, Ichthyophis. Order Urodela, which includes tail amphibians. And order Anura, which having devoid of tail. For example, this is a frog and this is a toad. So this classification of class Amphibia, we're going to discuss in detail in our next video. The references which we can use for the study of this class Amphibia are Modern Textbook of Zoology Vertebrates by R.L. Kotpal and Chordate Zoology by E.R. Jordan. So thank you very much for watching these videos. In next videos, we're going to discuss about the classification of class Amphibia. So thanks a lot.